Our student speaker today is Ben Raymond. Ben. Chosen by the Graduate Student Council to address today's graduates, he will shortly receive a Master's of Arts in Teaching. His training has focused on secondary education in English and included student teaching at East Greenwich High School, where he taught freshman English, honors contemporary literature, and creative writing. Mr. Raymond has been an active member of the Graduate Student Council, serving as the Master's Advocate. He's from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and before coming to Brown, he received a BA in English and the Humanities in 2010 and an MA in English in 2012, both from Villanova University in Pennsylvania. His address is entitled Pride Considered. Ben?
Good morning. The speaker at today's ceremony is charged primarily, but among other things, with capturing the spirit of the day. He must articulate in language thoughts that are at once personal to him and felt deeply by those to whom he speaks. Fortunately for me, I may be helped on this charge by the fact that I am, by profession, an English teacher. Yes. And as an English teacher, I impress upon my students the value and the beauty of words, of their tremendous power to move and inspire, to make oneself heard and understood. I also teach them that many words have double, even opposite meanings, depending on how and when and in what spirit they are used. Pride, the topic of my address today, and an emotion I trust is felt deeply by all those in attendance, is one such word. Powerful, nuanced, controversial, misunderstood. Now, rest assured, despite my being an English teacher, I have no vocabulary lesson planned for you today. It is not my purpose to instruct or lecture. I am very confident that we have all had just about enough instruction and lecturing and are keen to begin enjoying the fruits of our labors, and enjoy them we should. The word pride means different things to different people. It is adaptable, equally useful in describing feelings of joy at one's achievements, and in condemning for excess, arrogance, and hubris. We often assume pride synonymous with vanity, a conceited, self-serving emotion we are all warned to avoid and to which we all at times fall prey. But the word has other shades which at times such as these are right to feel and to enjoy. The kind of pride I speak about today is one that reminds us that the significance of our achievements shrinks in comparison with the responsibilities that come with them. The uniqueness and rarity of our achievements are not, in my estimation, cause for elitism, pretension, or entitlement. Even as we celebrate, we must acknowledge the debt of gratitude we owe to those whose work and patience has steadied us, and in many cases, funded us to reach this very moment. The right kind of pride is one unpoisoned by vanity, one that is mixed with other, more grounding emotions. To help illustrate what I mean, look back, for example, on that moment when you told your parents you had been accepted at Brown. For all you PhD candidates, I'm confident this was only 5 or 6 years ago. The first time to completion joke has landed. Remember the pride your parents felt knowing their child had been accepted to one of the finest and most well-respected institutions in the world. But also remember the accompanying crippling fear because you had chosen a field in the humanities, or God forbid, one that ends in studies. That's 2 for 2. The pride of sending a child to Brown, coupled with the knowledge that gainful employment was now impossible. I'm just kidding, humanities. You went to Brown, you're going to be all right. Doctoral candidates, today you'll be granted the degrees you've earned painstakingly, exam by exam, defense by defense. However long it took you, however many pleas made to the cosmos or to your DGS, you did it. Under the unflinching scrutiny of a dissertation committee, After years of research, drafts, and revisions, and Prozac, you persevered. You persevered, survived, and now rank among the world's most promising engineers, historians, biogeochemists, and ethnomusicologists. My fellow master's students, look back on that moment of ecstatic, unadulterated happiness when you read your acceptance letter and knew you would be coming to Brown. Remember how proud you were. Remember how excited. But many of us also remember the sobering reality that our degrees would not be funded and that we were up Federal Loan Creek without a research assistantship paddle. This, my friends, is pride coupled with emotions that ground us, emotions that keep us honest. In the spirit of keeping ourselves honest, we are reminded today that this bohemian life of ours must come to an end. The time of thesis and dissertation defenses is behind us. The time of frenzied job searches and frantic federal loan repayment lies ahead. Here, at the end of our journey together, we were reminded that, like the days of tenure, nothing lasts forever. You're going to be okay. But all facetiousness aside, this is a moment for gratitude, for stillness, and for reflection. Today is a day to celebrate our accomplishments and to recognize that these robes and gowns and hoods are not given to us by right, but by devotion and perseverance. What I wish to convey is that it is okay to be proud. In truth, it is right to be proud. Allow yourself this day, this delightful interlude between our work here and our work out there, up the hill and across the green, through the Van Wickle Gate. There will be, I am assured, ample opportunity to be reminded of the obstacles life will throw at us all. But not today. Not now, clothed in these robes, shared with these friends, and in this singular place. We are graduates of Brown, and that is no small thing. Take time today to thank your colleagues and advisors as I thank mine, Elaine, Laura, Janet, and Nikos. Take time today to thank your parents as I thank mine, Mom and Dad, for the years of patience, support, and love that brought me here. Take time to thank those among you whose support and fellowship you will not soon forget. As I now thank my students at East Greenwich, who gave me infinitely more than I gave them, whose intelligence and compassion I will never forget, and whom I already miss as dearly and as deeply as my heart allows. Years from now, you may not remember much of this day, and likely less about who spoke or what he wished to say. Truth be told, I probably won't remember much of what I had to say either, and that's okay. But if you remember nothing else, hold fast to that sense of pride, of accomplishment, of gratitude for having enriched and been enriched by a place like Brown. In good times and in bad, remember that you are a Brunonian, deserving of the privileges which come with such distinction, provided those privileges are passed along faithfully and at every opportunity. Today, I ask you to join me in thanks and in reflection. Tonight, I ask you to join me for one final debauched evening at the GCB. Yes, but today, here and now, I ask you to join me in giving life to that persistent sense of pride which drives us forward from this moment, to an unwavering gratitude to where we've been, to this place, and to the people who make it everything it is. I am proud today of my accomplishments, of yours, and of this beautiful university whose halls we must now leave. But above all else, I am proud to have spent this year and to have shared this day with all of you. I firmly believe that the merit of any distinction, award, or degree is determined by the merit of those with whom the distinction is shared. And if this is true, then there is great merit to the degrees we will be conferred here today, because we have earned them alongside each other. I am proud to have been given the honor of speaking before you today, and prouder still that in your worthy company, I can now call myself an alum. Be proud, for I believe we are not only allowed, but are obliged to be so. My fellow graduates of Brown University, I wish you every possible success and happiness. Thank you, and congratulations.